Yeah, sure. I mean, we're very proud of the season that we had this year. We have a great bunch of seniors that we're going to miss for the following year. We have a great group of underclassmen that are taking good steps forward, both in the classroom and in the pool. And saw some success across the board in pretty much every one of our groups, sprint, mid-distance, and distance. And it's a good base to build off of for the 2015-2016 season. Well, we're very different, at least we try to be very different in the Ivy League, where we swim teams outside of the Ivy League. It prepares us for Ivy championships, prepares us for NCAA championships. So swimming teams like Duke and South Carolina, who are both established, fantastic programs, challenges our guys. Our guys are typically comfortable with Ivy League competition. They know who they're swimming against. They know most of those swimmers and most of those divers. So getting into a league that we're not as familiar with is great for them developmentally. And what it allows them to do is to approach a race where they can not have any preconceived notions or how they're going to race. They need to just do the best that they can, be prepared for it, execute their race strategy, and see how the results come out. So while we're proud of our 9-0 dual meet record, sometimes I think that we should fail more during the regular season, because I think it'll prepare us better for the championships meets that come up. So I think that we swam and we dove well enough to win all the dual meets, but our goal is to win the Ivy championship and send more guys to NCAAs. So while we're proud of the fact that we had a great dual meet season, it isn't what we set out to do at the beginning of the year, so it's not acceptable and we want to do more. Well, our main focus here is academics. I see myself as an educator first and a coach second, and it is more important to me that our guys are successful in the classroom than it is in the pool, because that's what you're coming to Harvard for. Is you're coming to Harvard for an education. And so when we set out our goals in the beginning of the season, obviously we have swimming and diving goals, because that's what we want to be successful in, but really it comes down to managing your performance in the classroom, so one, you learn as much as possible, and two, then obviously get the grades that correspond to you being passionate about your learning, because that helps you with graduate school, it helps you get into medical school, it sets you up for your career after here. So we are proud of our 3.4 GPA. We know that we can do better than that, but you know, that is, I think, the 9th consecutive semester that we've been ranked in the top 10 for GPA in the country for Division I swim teams. And it's certainly been, over the last 5 years, the minimum GPA we've had is 3.4. And I think this past semester we were third or fourth in the country for GPA for men's Division I swim teams. And that's what this is about. If people want to come here and do well, and lead a balanced college career with academics coming first and athletics coming just below that, this is the place to come. Well, the early expectations are probably twofold. One is that we focus on the process of getting faster and diving better. It doesn't do us any good to focus on winning a title or getting a certain number of guys to NCAAs, because that's the results of doing hard work. So really what we do in the spring now is we do a lot of goal meetings with our swimmers and our divers to say, this is the next step in your career. We get their input on it. And then we go ahead and we execute that next year. So I think we're in a pretty good position, primarily because of the leadership that I think our next year's captains, Christian Yeager and Jacob Luna, are going to bring to the program, as well as the entire next year's senior class. And I think our juniors for next year are going to do a good job leading as well, and we're going to work on that this spring. And the second thing that we really need to focus on is just making sure that we're having fun, because sticking your head underwater or diving in the water every once in a while is it's not easy. It's not a sport you can communicate a lot in, and so if we make practices from the coaching side of things and from the captain's input enjoyable, where we use lots of toys in the pool, power racks, equipment such as that, a lot of racing and practice. That's really what's going to make us better next year too. So if we focus on the process and we make it fun, that's when good things happen.